Yes, you did actually read that title correctly. I actually did manage to, a few years ago, evade a mass murderer. There's a lot of info that I'm going to leave kind of vague, so you guys can't be creepy and look up where I'm from. So just don't be a weirdo, please, if you guys want to look anything up. I don't like that. Don't do that. But let's just jump into the story. Alright, so it's sophomore year of high school, and it's the end of the first semester, so it's roughly December. And it's finals week, so classes are starting a bit later than usual. A delayed start is what we called it. So that means I can sleep in a little bit later than usual. With that in mind, I decided to stay up late gaming rather than studying because I'm just a great student. But that made it harder to wake up in the morning. So I obviously slept through my alarm multiple times, smacking that snooze button, and eventually my parents had to come into my room and yell at me to get moving. Slowly and steadily, I showered, brushed my teeth, got up, got dressed. Sure enough, I end up being late to catch the bus. Luckily, my dad said he was driving to school instead of missing my finals. So we get in the car, go on, and get to school. And it's about as normal as a day could be. Nothing too crazy going on, just normal finals week. Then we get into the bus and get back home. Stop at the bus stops one by one, letting everybody off. And the bus is getting less and less people on it, as my bus is a bit later than the schedule. I eventually get to my bus stop. We're rounding the corner. Out of the corner of my eye, there's just tons of red and blue flashing lights everywhere. There's cop cars, yellow tape blowing in the wind, people in white hazmat suits taking pictures, and investigators everywhere. There's these black bags in the street and sidewalk, which at the time I didn't really know what they were. Turns out that they were the victims of the murderer. One of which was just a few feet away from where my bus stop was, where I would be getting off. The cops didn't let us get off there, obviously, because it was a active crime scene. So they had to waive our bus, and we went another route to let me off. Little did I know what I managed to miss just by sleeping in that day. So here's what happened that cold December afternoon. This all happened at the house right at my bus stop. It had a troubled man with a history of violence, and that day there was a fight with his wife, and I guess something snapped inside of him. He went to their basement, grabbed either a fire axe or a machete of some kind, and proceeded to go upstairs to kill his wife. He then went to kill other members of the family. Some of the family members that heard what happened tried to run outside or get help or just hide, but sadly he managed to find some and get to a majority of them. Also, this was no small family. I'm talking like 8 people, not including the murderer part of his family. Lots of small kids and children, one of which we hung out with a few times. The scary part for me is this all happened right when I would have been there at the delayed start. Roughly at 10 a.m. All right at where my bus stop was. Once in a while, I think about what could have been on that day if I didn't just hit the snooze or stay up late gaming. Would I too have been one of the ones murdered, just part of the list? Or would I have been able to make a call and maybe save some lives? I always think about this day every once in a while. But I guess you can say gaming that day possibly saved my life. Well, thanks for watching.